All right, hey guys, we're here again today. It's good to be back. It's Monday. This is the last week of our GMB Reloaded because we've already ranked the guy in the top three. Okay, it's supposed to go to August 21st, and we're going to go to August 21st. We got him ranked in the top three for 25 miles, I believe it is, out. So he's dominating the entire map. And if you've noticed in the GMB group, you also see the fact that I'm also getting ready to do the free giveaway. The free giveaway being you're going to get free SEO, free content, everything like we did for this guy. So we're going to do one of those random giveaways. That class won't start for probably a month. So I give y'all time to get caught up on everything that y'all are behind on and implement and take action on. And then we're also going to be starting the VA course. If you're still wanting to get the GMB Pro bundle, I would do so now because by tomorrow when you wake up, it's going to be $9.97 at least. Today I got Michael, the creator of Hydra Vipers or CTR, the CTR manipulation tool I use, the only one I'll use. And he's got a bunch of new things coming out, such as GeoGrids and just a bunch of stuff, rank tracking, all these different tools that, when, if you will, Viking went down, Michael came to save everybody. So he's got that tool and the other tool. The tracker's already done. The GeoGrids are in process. He's having his, if you will, his programmers work on that. So once that's done, he'll come out with that. And I know he's got some deals and stuff for y'all today. Basically, we're going to talk about CTR manipulation. If you're not a GMB Pro, I would also advise you to get it because last time me and Michael did a 5-day boot camp together in which we showed y'all how to set up a CTR, your CTR campaigns, your hiders for YouTube, Google search, GMB, everything. So I'm going to let Michael get the floor. I do have, if you have any questions, just make sure to drop them in chat. Okay. And he'll answer them. If you have any questions regarding GMB Pro, like Greg Tressler, you sign up for monthly. How can you pay for the annual? Email me and I will send you the link and then I will cancel your monthly. So but I'm going to give Michael the floor. And if you have questions, we'll answer those towards the end. That way he can go through this undistracted. What now? Yeah, I see. Let's see. Oh, there you go. I'm like, you talking to Jesus or something?
I felt like I can't deal it. I just had this embarrassing moment because you're like, I no longer allow people to unmute themselves. So I muted myself so I could cough. And then I couldn't unmute myself. I'm like,
sure. I was like, are you pointing at? It's like
I'm like, whatever you do, William, don't turn off your camera, man. So
he went in for the touchdown. He's like, I'm going in for the touchdown. He's on his knees saying, thank you, Lord.
Oh my word, right. Man, that was great, dude. Thank you. I needed that. I needed that to break the ice. Phil, get some red in my face, man. Thank you. That was great.
Just drop your questions in and I'll make sure Michael or myself get to them by the end, okay?
All right, yeah. Feel free to pop in, William, with anything, any questions on here that you have, and we'll get rocking and rolling. All right, guys. So thanks again, William, for having me on. I always love popping in here. I see a lot of familiar faces here. Jorge just sent me a message and he was like, yo, what the heck? I see you everywhere. So I do have chat over here on my window. So if you drop in chats and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in. I'll take a look over there. And yeah, Jeff said, in God we trust, everyone else must use a credit card. That's awesome, Jeff. Right. Love it. Great saying there. So again, thanks for coming in today. I just want to tell you a little bit about what the Viper is. You may be thinking, well, what the hell is a Viper other than a snake? Okay, we all got that. We all got Viper's a snake. Don't ask me why I named my tools Viper, but it just happened. So the Viper is a paper. Excuse me. I'm sorry about that. I took a inhaler before I started, so I do apologize if I cough a couple of times. My asthma was acting up here. So the Viper is a tool that does search in Google, searches out your main money keyword, whatever keyword you're going for, finds it in Google. So it goes through the first 10 pages of Google looking for your GMB, looking for your videos, or looking for your websites. Could be a blog, it could be any type of Google property. You can also send traffic directly to Google properties. So what makes the Viper so powerful is I utilize real computers and I utilize real IP addresses. So we're not using micro workers here. We're not using proxies. We're not using residential proxies, anything like that. What the Viper tool is it's installed on every Viper member's computer. And I'll show you in just a moment. Hopefully William left me control here to show my screen here.
No, you definitely get control.
Okay, awesome. And I'll switch that over and show you guys what the Viper looks like in just a minute. But I want to tell you what we are doing is we're ranking like crazy. William can attest for this. He's been using the Viper. I've been seeing him use the Viper. And William's actually a T800 member, aren't you, William?
Yeah, I call it Skynet.
And it actually says that up there.
Yeah.
So
when you chose that name, I was like, yeah, bitches, it's Skynet.
It's definitely Skynet. So and in fact, on my page, it says Skynet on there. You got to love it. I'm a big nerd. So you'll see my stuff is named after Terminators and things like that. So just bear with me. I know I'm a nerd. It's okay. It's okay. So William's in there. I think you are able to set up 400 campaigns a month.
Yeah, we set 400. I run them across. I run CTR probably in month 3 across all clients. So all clients, if they're, and I only do that if they need it, but a lot of them, let's say like this guy we got in a 3-pack, I'll probably bump him a little CTR just to make sure he's number 1 across the board. So, but yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, do you use the Video Viper as well, or are you just using GMB Viper?
We just started setting up all the YouTube channels. So like the only SEO off page we did for this client facade install was we set up and optimized a YouTube channel and did literally a video for every blog, every page. And then we haven't even ran CTR to it. Now I'm going to run CTR through the YouTube Viper and see if I could bump them up, because it has also as well, you know, inside of the description, all those multiple links. So when you run the CTR Viper, it's going to hit all of those. So
yeah, that's awesome. Here's something else to suggest to you is use the Google Traffic Viper with with video embeds and blogs. What we discovered is I've been doing on Tumblrs, not high authority Tumblrs. I mean, I've been doing some, but you know, any type of blog, WordPress, Weebly, anything like that, Live Journal, whatever. You put your video embed in there, send Google Traffic Viper directly to it. And what we're finding, William, is a 100% stick rate on video views through the embeds, but it's taking 3 days to show up in YouTube. So there's a 3-day delay for the video views to show up. But once the 3-day passes, all of a sudden it pops up. I actually just did I'm crazy. So don't take my advice. Do as I say, not as I do. How about that? So I'm crazy when it comes to testing. So I just did I tested my platinum group and I told my guys about it. I was like, okay, I sent in 100,000. Now that's seriously a crazy level. I don't ever recommend something like that. I sent 100,000 Mach 25 views, which are mobile views off of my 5G mobile network, which is part and parcel with the Viper. So when I told you guys that we have it installed only on residential Viper computers, no data centers, no VPSs, only residential IP addresses, that's part truth. That's part Viper. However, the other part of the Viper, the residential home computer probably equates to about 40% of Viper. 60% of Viper is now a 5G mobile phone network. And no, I do not have 5,000 cell phones. There's nowhere back here. Beyond my pirate flag, there is no 5 million phones back there. Okay, it's just a pirate flag. Okay, there's nothing hidden in the closet. I'm not going to open that up because I'm ashamed. I am ashamed of the Amazon boxes that I've shoved in there. Okay, so
tell them, so you don't send people across country driving with cell phones?
no.
Oh God.
No one's on their bicycle with 50 trillion phones attached while they're trying to pedal uphill and generate electricity for the poor and needy in the world. Okay, so we don't have that. It's a complete mobile phone network system online, which is awesome. So anyways, it totally works. It's totally cool. And that's what the Viper network is. So the Mach 25 network is, I directed 100,000 views. And I hit a Twitter embed with a video embedded in there. So I created a 3-prong embed, which is awesome. So we're not going to go into top secret SEO strategies. My platinum guys that are in here right now saying, shut up, Michael, just shut up. So I don't give away any of these secrets that we do for stacking embeds or anything like that. But it was awesome. So I'll have those results very soon. But 100,000 views into an embedded video, it's going to be neat to see how many views pop up in YouTube, how long it takes, where the rankings show up, et cetera, et cetera. So it's awesome. So I love this. I love the Viper. I love using my own tools. I'm not one of those creators that creates a tool and doesn't know how to use it because I've never used it before. So I use every single thing that I create. It's very meticulous. I update it religiously, and it's awesome. So I'm going to switch over the screen here. I'm going to show you a couple of examples, show you what I'm looking at here, and why things are so powerful. So give me just a moment here. We'll switch over to, all right, oops. All right, so here we go, perfect. Now, we'll show you something here, what I was looking at. I set up heating repair, Warrenton, VA. Now, I'm not incognito. I am searching in here, and I'm not searching a rank. So don't worry. You don't need to tell me, hey, Michael, you need to be incognito. I get it. I'm just doing a quick example here for you. So let's say that we wanted to rank Appleton Campbell. Now, this is a favorite. I actually really don't like these guys. They're very expensive. They're good HVAC guys right here in Warrenton. So you pull up their profile right here, and we'll go over the Viper. We'll check out our Google traffic Viper. I mean, Google My Business GMB Viper here. So it's very simple to set up a campaign. Just put in your campaign name, put in your category. Well, we'll leave it on categorize right now. Website URL would be this right here. So that would be the website URL. Copy link address, go back over here, drop the website URL in here. GMB URL will be your actual GMB URL that you'll want to grab. So, you know, the long, you can use the CID URL, the share URL, whatever it is that you want to put in there, you can pop that right in there. But the phone number, the business name needs to be exactly like this if you're doing the GMB campaign. So you want to make sure it's exact. Put in your keyword, heating repair, Warrenton, VA. Actually, you don't have to do that. You can do heating repair. And then you set up your latitude, longitude for Warrenton, VA, right? Because you want to really target, hyper target that right in there. Put in your radius, say, you know, within 5 miles or within 1 mile, if you want to send in your search. Or you could say within 15 miles of that search. Very, very easy, very simple to set up the tools, set up your campaign, your drip campaign. If you set it up on a daily campaign with 24 hours, it's going to drop your drip. It's going to drip in your views over a 24-hour period. But let's say that you only want to send traffic in from 8 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and you want 100 views per day. It's going to splash all those views in between 8 and 5. So just think about it when you're setting up campaigns. You want to make it look as legitimate as possible, and don't set up 1 hour because my programmers will kill you. If you want to send in 5,000 views at exactly 1 p.m. in the afternoon, you will get a missive from the programming team. Well, actually, it will come to me. They'll chew me out, and they'll yell in Serbian for a few minutes, and then I'll reach out to you and be like, okay, don't do that within 1 hour. But you want to set up on a drip campaign, and it will drip the views in accurately every single day on a random type of basis. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to drip in real views, and it's going to be good. Do not use Mach 25, not a recommended thing to do because this does not use a scheduler. And this will blast your campaign immediately. And I got to tell you, when I did those 100,000 views, it took exactly, I started at, let's see here, started at 1 o'clock in the morning. And by 7 o'clock in the morning, so in 6 hours, it smashed my my website with 100,000 mobile views. It was absolute insanity. And I've got to tell you that URL that I sent to is nowhere to be found, and it probably won't be found until Jimmy Hoffa is discovered. So you don't ever want to be reckless. What I tell people is you want to send in a very few views for your search. Max 20% of your search volume for your local area. Now, this is important. If you buy the Viper, if you get into the Viper, 20% max views for your local area. If your keyword gets 16,000 searches for a month and you're trying to rank a GMB for a location that gets 23 searches a month, do not send in 16,000 searches. You want to do it for a very low amount. So if you're getting 23 searches per month, you want to send in maybe 8 searches for the Viper. That would be legitimate. You could do 23 if you want, but Google does watch this type of thing. So just make sure that you're doing the actual location when you're doing your searches. But it's very, very simple. Once you set up Viper, once you hit submit campaign, it does run on a credit-based system. You will be able to see how many credits you get per month. You get about 400, 500 credits per month. You're able to earn an additional 400 credits per month running the tool. And to run the tool, this is what it looks like. You just put Hydra, you download it to your computer, you hit start, runs right down here in the bottom taskbar. We can see what's going on. It looks like it's trying to post a Reddit there. So these were Reddit embeds. But I can come up here and I can see, okay, professional power washing. Let's take a look at this and see what the Viper is doing. I'm gonna hit maximize. Okay, so it's looking at this website. I'm gonna go back because I want to be nosy. Okay, it came off of a GMB. Now let's take a look at this. Okay, now, William, where do I live? Do you remember what part of the world?
I know you live in the United States, but I think it's somewhere like North Carolina-ish.
Sort of. Okay, you're close. Virginia. So I'm in Virginia. I'm in northern.
That's why.
There we go.
You're in Virginia. I remember seeing your pictures of your backyard and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm in Northern Virginia. Now, this is important because this is a very common thing that pops up. I actually just had someone buy the Viper last week, and he sent me a support message, and he's like, "This is bullshit." That's what he said. Excuse my French. He said, "This is bullshit. You said on your website that you send in local searches, and I just checked my Google Analytics, and I've got searches popping up from all over the place. And I'm trying to rank for this very specific location. I was trying to rank for Chicago, and it's for a DUI lawyer, which I'm sure there's tons of drunks out there in Chicago. Big cities always get lots of DUIs. So I'm not just picking on Chicagoans. Okay, if you're from Chicago, I don't think you're a drunk. Just have to clarify that for the webinar here. All right, so he was trying to rank out there, but he's getting IPs popping up everywhere. Now, this is very important. The Viper searches local in the browser. The IP address could be where William Jones is located. Could be coming out of the Philippines. It may be coming out of China. It could be from India. We don't have many Indian users. Just be open there with you. It could be middle of Pakistan. Okay, could be Canada. Could be United States, could be any state in the United States. It doesn't matter where the IP address is. I know there are religious zealots in here for SEO zealots that will come back and say, Michael, the IP address is very, very significant. It doesn't matter. That's an SEO myth. It is an absolute bullshit SEO myth.
I agree.
What matters is where it's done in the browser. Now that's where the real magic is for CTR. And here's what the Viper does. So you can see right here, pressure washing near me. Okay. Now, if we go down to the bottom of the browser, look where they're doing it. Right out of Florida with the zip code. So this guy zipped right on in and he's sending traffic. It looks like I'm coming from Florida. from my device. So it's obviously using one of the Mach 25 cell phones. So it's coming in by a mobile device here. It's mimicking a mobile device on my computer with my Hydra right now. And it did a search and it found his GMB. So it went to his GMB here and it looked for it. And boom, here we are at Coastal. So where is Coastal again? Coastal's number 1 in the 3-pack. Now it'd be interesting. I'd like to find out who this is and ask him, hey, where were you before you started using Viper? So here he is right here at Coastal and went right in here. Now I stopped it. It did go to the website. Okay, so it did go to the website, but what it did when it came into the GMB is first things first, it created directions. It created directions from a specific location on here. If he set up his radius of say 10 miles or even 1 mile, it would select a POI within a mile and it would start sending in directions for every single search. If he did 15 miles, it's going to be between that very exact location right here and 15 miles. Now, I've seen the Viper create walking directions. One time it pulled a POI extremely close, like a block away, and it did walking directions. I've seen it do bicycle directions. I usually see driving directions, but occasionally it will pop in different things in there and it will send directions in and it creates them. It drives it. It does its magic. Once it comes in here, it searches out. It goes down the photos. It clicks through the photos. It'll scan through the photos. Sometimes it will click a photo and actually look at it. It comes down, it checks out reviews. If there's more than, the number of reviews here, it'll click on reviews and it'll start scrolling through the reviews. After that, it just scrolls on down. It checks everything out, comes back up to the top, and then it does click the call. So it calls, doesn't actually call, but it does click the call. All right, so it tracks that and it generates it. So if you see some of these guys that are putting on Facebook, and I'm not going to name names, but I have a lot of Viper members that are posting their GeoGrids and their GMBs, and they're like, oh my God, check out my rate here. It always makes me laugh because they're like, I just got 755 phone calls. And I'm like, yeah, Viper phone calls. Because they're showing it up and they're showing what the Viper did. But everybody else is looking at their services, wanting to buy their courses or wanting to do something or whatever, or wanting to get GMB services from them. Will look at it and they're like, man, this guy is awesome. This is awesome. I'm like, proud father of the Viper. Whenever I see these posts going out there, it's awesome. So that's great. So it works in there. After that, once it does to click the call, it clicks on the website and then it goes to the website and it will spend an exact amount of time on here. So if the person set up their campaign to spend 3 minutes on the website, it'll spend 3 minutes and it goes through the pages. It'll scroll. It also does something as ludicrous as you think I am. And I know plenty of people think I'm nuts. And I agree. Sometimes I am crazy. Okay. But there's something that I have in here called a happy signal. And one of the happy signals is I want you to just to look at this. Think about this. When you're surfing on a website, just try to pay attention. If you ever make a counterclockwise move with your mouse, have you ever made a counterclockwise move with your mouse like this? Okay, as crazy as it is, there's different things out there that Google looks for. One of them, I have it on very good measure from a Google person that I spoke to almost a year ago, that Google looks for happiness on websites when people are satisfied. And one of the satisfied things that they do is called a happy signal. And one of the happy signals is making a counterclockwise movement with their mouse. Now, I wasn't even thinking about it when I came in here, but I made like 1 or 2 circles on the website when I was happy and I was showing it. Backwards counterclockwise movements. So these are some of the things that Viper does in here. I'm just telling you, we have built-in happy signals, different things like that we're triggering that people are satisfied on a website. The very last place that it goes to is the contact us page. So the very last page I'll go to is contact us page. It'll scroll through it, see what I did here. I clicked on contact us and it left because I had interrupted the session. So now it's going back to a blank screen here. And what Viper is going to do is it's going to wait a few moments and it's going to receive the next search from the mothership, as I like to call Hydra. and it's going to receive its next missive. Okay, here's for the next GMB search. I want you to search out this. It's going to pull it up and it's going to do its magic. So we're going to let Viper be here. I'm going to minimize that back down here. It may pop up again because I've maximized it. Unfortunately, once you open Pandora's box, once you pull it out of the tab down there, you can't put the bear back in the cave without closing out the windows and whatnot. So it may pop back up. If I see it pop up, I may have to close out that window, but we'll see if it does anything else while we're active here. So that's what a GMB campaign looks like. Google Traffic Viper campaign is much in the same. There's a couple of different options in here. I'm not going to bore you with a ton of stuff here, but you can go right in here. And this is, okay, hang on for just a second, guys. Just a moment. Give me just a second here. Do we have a timestamp here, William? Do you know how long we've been in?
We've been in for 29 minutes.
Okay, perfect. All right, man. Thank you. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna have to talk to you after this call. All right, so we have this right here. Yeah, so yeah, definitely, George. Okay, so you put in your campaign name, put in your website URL. You can set up additional URL recipes that you have here. If you want to set up Twitters, campaigns, Google Maps, I should say, Google Spreadsheets, GMB posts, you can send traffic directly there. Tumblrs, Amazon, Google Sites, Google Image, Google Docs, Yelp. This is crazy. Video embeds, Google Sites. You can send to Amazon. You can send anything in here. See, these are just custom recipes that we've set up that are automatically custom, but you can send traffic anywhere that you want. You can put in geolocation. Again, you can do latitude, longitude. You can do by country, state, city, the amount of radius, put in your search keyword up to 5 keywords, comma separated, number of searches, minimum time that you want to spend on a website. Please don't put in 30-minute websites. It slows down the Viper network. It can handle it, but it does slow things down. Specific URLs. Now, this is very, 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 very important. If you have a specific URL in here, you can tell it exactly what links you want it to click on a web page. So if you have a homepage, an about page, and a contact us page, and you only want it to visit those URLs, you put them in here. If you're sending traffic to, say, a Twitter embed and you want it to click the video embed on the page, it'll automatically go there, which is awesome. If you want it to go to a Tumblr post or a blogger post or whatever, and click on a very specific URL within the link, it'll totally do it. So that's very important. URL blacklist, these are links you don't want it to click. So if you have a sitemap page, you could put it on there and you can have it automatically, not click on these links. So if you have a sitemap, if you have any type of URL in there that you don't want it to click, maybe goes to another website or anything like that, you can drop that in there. Now, Bradley Benner from over in Semantic Mastery was doing a demo on the Viper with my guys, some training. And what he showed was he takes a scraper type of tool within the browser, and he went to blogs and he scraped off all the URLs of, say, all the ads. And he didn't want it to click any of the ads. And he popped literally like 150 links in here. And so when the Viper went in, it specifically would not click any of those ads, any of the PPC or anything like that. So there's a very, very important aspect to this of using URL blacklist and specific URLs. And of course, you can drip your campaign in, set up your time, drip schedule. You can drip them out for months, 6 months ahead. Some of my guys set up 6-month campaigns. I like to set up 1-month campaigns or less. It's just how I do it.
Same thing I do.
Exactly. And you can put in your time zone, what time zones you want it to run out of, all that good stuff. Now, here's something else I just skipped. I didn't actually see this until just now. I forgot about it. This is also very important. Direct non-search traffic. Okay, if you click this, it's going to skip Google search. Now, why in the hell would you want it to skip Google search? Maybe you don't want it to search out Google. Maybe you're sending it to a PBN link. Maybe you're sending it to, say, a tier 5 link or a tier 2 link and you want it to specifically on the specific URL, click a tier 1 link. So you're not letting Google know where your traffic's coming from. Maybe you want to send it to a buffer website that you've set up as a buffer to filter traffic through. There is a lot of strategies behind this for using direct traffic. Twitter embeds, buffer traffic, PBN traffic, tiered networks, IFTTT networks, sending directly through Google Sheets, through Google Properties, Google My Maps, GMB post, tiered GMB post, siloed GMB post, YouTube links. You can drop YouTube in here as well. YouTube embed links. There is so much magic that can be done with the Google Traffic Viper. It's really a super tool. We'll go over the Video Traffic Viper real quick, just show you this one. And I do apologize ahead of time for the absolutely insane number of views that I've been running through here. So on this, I set up a lot of campaigns and I've been running a lot of tests. Very, very simple to set up campaigns. Put in your campaigns. You can put in your categories that you have here, your campaign URL. There are 4 different options here. You can send directly to a video, not directly, I should say, through Google search. Searches in Google. If not found, goes to YouTube. If not found, searches direct views. So if it doesn't find in Google search, if it doesn't find it in YouTube, then it automatically goes to the video direct until it starts to rank. Once it's getting that direct traffic search coming in, then it will start showing up on, say, page 9, page 8, page 7, and it will move through the rankings. You could send it directly to an unlisted video. Now, this is important if you're doing launch jacking, affiliate marketing. You can send it to a playlist. It will randomly pick 3 videos out of the playlist to watch. Or you can send it to a channel and just get channel views. It will go to your channel, watching the videos that you have on your channel homepage, and do its magic there. This is very important. Links in video description. A lot of my Platinum members use the Video Traffic Viper for sending traffic to GMBs. Yes, you can rank GMBs with videos. You can rank websites with videos with Video Traffic Viper. You create a video, any type of video. You could have video of a cat meowing, and you could rank a GMB in heating by sending traffic through that video. It's crazy. It doesn't have to be a theme video. I do recommend the theme video, but you could send it through any type of video. So you have searches going in through Google, clicking on the video, watching the video, clicking a link in the description, which then takes you directly to the GMB, and it will rank that GMB. We've seen rankings go right up with Video Viper, using Video Viper on the GMBs. You can send it directly to blogs. You can send it directly to social media. You can send it to social media posts, Twitters, tweets, Twitter moments. We're going to talk about Twitter moments here in just a second. It is awesome. Yeah, thank you, Valerie. I just see Valerie here. Valerie, you're awesome. Valerie's actually in her Platinum. She joined about 2 weeks ago, I think. And she's pretty much taken it over, I think. I think I can say that. She comes in and she just lays down the law. Like, Valerie walks in the room and the whole Platinum room comes to attention because she's got some serious magic. She's awesome. Valerie is, if you don't know Valerie, reach out and get to know her because she knows her stuff. She is seriously a great SEO. I didn't hear any complaining at all, Valerie. You're awesome. You rock. Yeah, she's great. Jorge's here. Jorge loves it. Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. So link in description, very important to use. Comments to generate. You can create comments, put it in nested spin tags or regular spin tags. Make sure it's a lot of comments. I had one guy complain, well, I got 98 comments. Well, that's great. They're all the same comments. I said, did you put in more than 1 spin tags? No. Well, there's your problem. Okay, Einstein, put in more than 1 comment. When you're using spin tags, make sure it's a lot of spin comments. Okay, that's why we have nested spin tags or regular spin tags. Keywords, you can put in up to 5 keywords. I personally like to run 1 when I'm doing a video ranking. You can run likes, subscribes, shares. Now, this is important. This is something you'll see on the page when you get to it. Maybe you're a Viper member, you don't even know this. The Viper has a built-in embed network. We have a built-in embed network, and I'm going to show you how this works. let's go over here and we'll find a embed going on. Okay, so I'm going to maximize this. Right now, this is my video Viper. It's watching this video, a 6-minute video, 5 best tripods, Gadget Nation. It's got 36 upvotes, definitely Viper. They don't have any comments going on here. 1.3 thousand, that's awesome. Okay, so what the Viper will do is it comes in here and it clicks on share after it's watched the video. If the person has share on it. So let's say they have share on it. It will come in and let's say it goes to Blogger. Now it will log into the account. So you need to have a Google account set up on here. But basically, once it goes in, it will post an embed on Blogger, Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, Twitter, Tumblr, and LinkedIn, if the user has that set up. So if this guy right here, or me, I should say, if I had all this set up, which I do, and I'm not running a Google account right now on my Hydra, I've been testing out different Google accounts. But if I had my Google account being logged in at the moment, what it would do is it would go in and it would automatically create a Blogger, a Facebook, a Reddit post, and it pops them right in and it creates embeds. And it's very, very powerful because these are constantly being posted by all the other Viper members. So let's say that we have thousands of Viper members, which we do within the Viper network. And we have all these people constantly running Viper. And you have the share button set up on there and you want to get shares, meaning you want to get embeds. It's going to be automatically embedded constantly on all these Viper member Reddit pages. You're going to see it going to Facebook. You're going to be seeing LinkedIn. You're going to be getting all of these powerful embeds back, and they're constantly compounding with power. So they're posting all the time from all the different Viper members, all the different video embeds, all this different content going into each individual Viper network. Now, what we're eventually going to do, we haven't done this yet, but we're going to create our own embed network external. And that's what we're going to be putting in right here on the coming soon. Is we're going to have an external embed system built in here. That will be another tool that will be added in here eventually. But you'll be able to actually say, okay, I want to get 500 Reddit post embeds or 500 Reddit upvotes. And what it will do is it will go out to all the Viper network members that have Reddit set up, and it will start liking all of your posts with Reddits. It'll start embedding all the Reddits. If they have Facebooks, let's say we have 500 Viper members with Facebook accounts set up, you'll get 500 likes. Or you could say, I want to get 120 likes. And it'll go out and it'll grab 120 of the Viper Facebook and give you 120 likes on Facebook. Let's say you want to get 5,000 retweets. It could do that. It could go out to all the Viper members that have Twitter accounts set up, grab all their Twitters and start getting retweets. Retweet, 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 constant. So we've been allowing this to run in the background, build up these networks, get power built up, trust flow, page authority, all this great stuff, and it's working in the background. And it's completely autonomous. I don't have any control over anybody's networks at home. I can't see your logins. I can't see your computer. I can't see your Vipers unless you give me TeamViewer to log in to fix something on your computers. Everything is controlled on your computer in the privacy of your own home. I can't see your blogs. I can't see your passwords. I can't see anything. Everything is controlled at home, completely secure, completely autonomous. And that's what makes the Viper work. We don't have to worry about micro workers. I don't have to worry about, some guy over in the middle of Timbuktu. Hey, did you watch all the videos today? No, everything is autonomous. Everything runs in the background. Everything works great. And we're constantly updating this. You can see on the change log here. In fact, we just released an update yesterday. We updated Google Driver. So we did some Google Drivers updates. We updated, for better location algorithms, all that stuff. So this is how that works within here. And we'll go back to, holy sweet mother of God. Look at all those posts that were popping up there, Reddit's trying to log in because I don't have my Google account set up. Okay, so we'll come back over here and we'll take a look. It also adds the favorites. It saves for later and evergreen, which evergreen we're working on. Evergreen's not working at the moment. You could set up your playtime to be fast if you wanted to. You could choose mobile, random, always choose random. I don't know why anybody would just choose one particular device. Put in your views, let's say 500. Drip in your campaigns, put in your time zones. It's going to be 45 credits. Boom. Now, here's something just completely honest with you on Video Viper. The views don't stick that well. YouTube does not accept all of our views. And we're not sure. We're constantly testing this out. This is why I was talking about earlier with William on a Tumblr post. Those are counting 100% embeds, Viper embeds or video embeds through the Viper. YouTube doesn't count all the time. Not all the views are counted. So let's say that you send in 500 to a brand new video. Now, this is important. It's kind of where I think it is. People have a brand new video, brand new channel, no views on their video, or let's say they haven't gotten views in 3 months or 6 months, and they send in 5,000 views. Holy smackaroonies. You're thinking you're going to get 5,000 views? No. You might get with that many on a brand new channel with no authority or anything like that. You may get around 1,000 views a stick. If you're sending in, say, 500 views, you're going to get a lot more views a stick. So you want to make it look legitimate in Google's eyes. Just because you have access to a nuclear weapon doesn't mean that you should go push the button.
Good morning.
So just because you can go in there and hit nuke doesn't mean that you should. All right. So use consistency, use your brain. Don't overdo it. That's the best thing that we should do, right? We're trying to rank. Less is more. Less is more. That's what I always tell people. Send in low views, slow views, you're going to rank. If you send in 5,000 views, you could dump your website, you could dump your YouTube, you could dump everything, especially on GMB. For the love of God, don't do that. But I'm going to show you something that my platinum guy did here. I'm going to go over to incognito. Now we're going to go to the real magic here. Jorge, you're getting a preview of our mastermind, our platinum masterminds tomorrow. And I was going to share this, but I don't think one of my guys would mind on bragging rights here. Have this awesome platinum member, Sterling. And he decided to one-up me. I did a video up here and he thought, well, if Michael's up there with Craig Campbell and Chris Palmer and all the other CTR guys, I wonder if I can follow Michael's directions here on how he used Viper to rank and see if I can outrank him. So I haven't checked the rankings yet today, but let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go over to YouTube and we're going to type in GMB CTR. All right, so here's my video, GMB 3-pack rankings, 1.1 thousand views, 1,100 views. And you can see right here, Sterling, this guy, he beat out William on the CTR manipulation. Sorry, William, I know you're muted, dude, but my boy just passed you up here. So Sterling passed him up. He passed up Craig Campbell. Chris Palmer's down here. Chris tried to upset me. And when I say upset me, he tried to outrank me here a month ago. So he went after my video. I didn't realize he was watching my channel, but apparently Chris Palmer's been watching my videos. I think because every time I come out with an SEO video, within a day or two, he creates almost the exact same topic and tries to outrank me with his micro worker. So he was trying to beat me on the GMB 3-pack rankings here. So we put this in GMB CTR and Sterling totally rocked it out. Now I'm going to take this video because I want to show you all something here. I'm going to copy this link and we're going to go back over here. Let's go take a look at this.
There you go.
Okay. So here's my video. I did it because I want to show you over here how to set up, just give you some proper SEO here. If you don't know this, use hashtags. Make sure you use hashtags when you set up your video. So whenever I SEO a video, I put my main title in here. I'm going after. I keyword stuff the living daylights out of it. I put the same title in here. Right at the very tip top, because I want this to show up in my meta. Very first thing that I do. So I have my main title, exact match title. I put in my main content. Within the first paragraph, I put my main money keywords that I'm going after that I want to rank for. And I put them in there as salaciously as I can without, sounding like a moron. So you want to make it look legitimate, like you're legitimately talking about a subject, but put your main money keywords within those first 2 or 3 sentences. The next in here, put your other content, drop your link in, and then hashtag it. hashtag it with the most popular keywords that are getting the most ranking that you want to rank your video for. Because if you hashtag it, the first 3 hashtags will show up here at the top, right up here at the top. Very, very important. Now, after that, I keyword stuff the living daylights out of this video. I put a lot of keyword stuff in here. The next thing that I do is I make sure I have vidIQ installed. It's a free plugin. vidIQ is very important because here's why it's important. You go to your competitors' videos and you look at their keywords. So when you scroll down here on vidIQ, you can see my SEO score is a 70. I didn't fill everything out, like tag volume 1 out of 5. A couple of ranking performances I could do a little bit better on. You can see all of this in here. The only thing I'm missing now is closed captions. I didn't put closed captions on it. If I did that, it would have boosted up my SEO score and probably ranked my video up even higher. But down here at the very bottom, vidIQ shows all of my keywords I'm going for in all of their rankings. Okay, all of their rankings. Now, this is very important on vidIQ. What I do is I go to my competitors. As soon as I put my video up, I go to all my competitors for where my video is. I look at my ranking. I go to my competitors and I click this. And I download all of their keywords. Okay, I download their keywords off of their video, off of my competitor videos that I'm trying to outrank. And then I open it up and I take a look at their keywords and I see if their keywords are in here. And if they're not, I pop them in here. And if they're very important keywords that I missed when I did my SEO, when I SEO'd my video, I'll go back up and insert them into my main paragraph that I want to talk about. That's within my video. So I have 2 areas. I have it written in written format and I have it in keyword format. And occasionally I'll change up my hashtag information right here. But that's very important on vidIQ. And you can see exactly where all your rankings are that you're going for. And it constantly updates it. Now, this is great to also keep in mind when you're doing your CTR with your Video Viper. When you're sending your traffic in, you can track your rankings, see what's going on. Earlier, when I was telling you about the Reddits, these are the Reddit embeds. So see right here on vidIQ, it's tracking it. And I can see right here that I've got 25 Reddit upvotes and 25 Reddit posts. Now, if I click this, it's going to pop it up and it's going to show me all of the embeds over here on Reddit. Okay, I don't know what that was. Must have been a login. So here's all the Viper members. Federal Recording, Fire Magic, Phil Zed, Radio Thin, Frank Bobby. And see, all of these are Viper members 20 days ago, a month ago. These are the last time I ran CTR with Viper. Reflection Gullible, Caterpillar. I can click on this and I can say, okay, here's my embed. Dropped it out to this Viper members right here. And let's just go see what this guy is also getting embeds on. Okay, so here is the Viper embed network. Here's what it looks like on Reddit. All right, so free Forex, egg producing chickens. That's great. Okay, clinician videos, most beautiful spot. Okay, all right, dude. My friend chose drugs over friendship. Top 3. I mean, look at all these embeds. Oh, that video is gone. And it's just constant. Look how much this is being posted to. 10 days ago. Oh, that's just wrong. That's great. We have a guy that loves funny cat videos, constantly posting it. But let's say I wanted to go back here and I could take the Reddit post of this right here and I could send it directly. I could send in a Google traffic campaign to this embed and send traffic to my video embed on this person's Viper video. All right. This is awesome. This is what makes it so powerful within the Viper network. We're constantly getting all of these backlinks. And this is just off of that one, post that I ran, that one bit that went to those particular Viper members. So this is awesome. That's awesome to see. And same thing on Facebook. You can see I got 35 Facebook likes within the Viper network. That's not within my Facebook. I did not share it to my Facebook. So within the Viper network, I got 35 Facebook likes. I wish it tracked LinkedIn on here. That would be really cool to be able to see LinkedIn and all the other embeds that we have in there. So it's getting embedded. Embeds are working great. Power is being built. Authority is being built. It's awesome. It's really, really awesome. So that's how the Viper is working on the Video Viper. Now I want to show you something else. We're going back over to Incognito. We're going to go back over here to Sterling. We're going to talk about what Sterling did. And let's see if this is still ranking. So I'm going to go back to Google here. And let's take a look at this. So Sterling wanted to beat me out with GMB CTR. GMB CTR. Sterling got himself right up here using the Viper in the carousel. But I want you guys to look at this. Now look at this page. If you can drop into the chat and tell me what you see on this page that you find interesting. Do you see anything on this page below the video carousel?
Easy Twitter moments.
Aha. Twitter moments. Okay. So we all know it's important to get properties to rank on Google. How many of you guys know, if you could drop in the chat, how many of you knew before this call that you could rank a Twitter moment in Google? Drop a 1 in if you know it, 2 if you didn't know it. Okay, awesome, awesome. A mixed bag there. Getting a lot of 2s. Okay, this is important from an SEO perspective. Your thing that you should be doing, your mission for whatever clients that you're doing it for, maybe for yourself, is to get as many properties ranking on Google, right? You can do that with blogs. You can do that with Twitter moments. You can do that with websites. You can do it with the Google My Map. You can do it with Google properties. You can do it with your client's website. You can get a GMB post to rank on Google. Think about all the opportunities out there that you're missing out on that you should be doing. Now, Sterling here took my idea that I told him about 2 masterminds ago. And I said, oh man, you know what? I tried to do this and I did. I created a Twitter moment, but embarrassingly enough, I didn't actually follow through. Once I created a Twitter moment, I got busy with life and work and totally forgot to send traffic to it. And Sterling last week, when we talked about this on the mastermind last Tuesday, went, huh? And he didn't tell me about it. I didn't know about it until I searched this yesterday. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, Sterling got his Twitter moment to rank page 1, number 1. And he beat out all these other people that were trying to rank up here. Fat Rank, Click Tactical, sites.google. Someone's trying to rank their Google site right up here. Biz Traffic, even beat out the support.google.com. Okay, how did he do that? How did he beat out Google's own support link for number 1? And he did it. And he put its bragging rights. He's got that Sterling signature look of, I will beat you with an inch of your life type of look. I love it. I love whenever he puts this on his right there on his post. He has it right on his thumbnail. GMB CTR, rank GMB 3-pack. Sterling using Corey Carter. Now he actually had two up here. So he was actually ranking 2 properties. And I had that on a screenshot. Let me see if I have the screenshot here. I was so excited the other day when I saw this video up here. I mean, the Twitter moment, I was like, Sterling, I cannot believe that you did this. I was so proud. He was like, it was awesome to see. So let me see if he's got 2 right here. CTR manipulation. All right. Nope. Okay, so I have it somewhere on my screenshots, but anyways, the important thing here is that he was ranking it, 2 of them, 2 individual Twitter moments, which was awesome. So he's got 1 showing up on there, and I went in, I thought, okay, well, let me see what I can do. So he's got his video here, and I just blasted the living freaking daylights out of a Twitter moment with 100,000 views, and mine completely disappeared. But look at this. Here's something else interesting. See what we were just looking at on that YouTube? I was looking at this on Reddit. Here's the embed for the Reddit GMV 3-pack, and it's ranking page 3 in Google. So I bet you anything, and I haven't tested this out, but I bet you anything, I could take this link that's ranking, it's indexed, ranking page 3 of Google for that search, and I could use Google Traffic Viper to search out that Reddit post, and I bet you anything, I could push it up to page 1 of Google in no time. Maybe even outrank Sterling with this Twitter moment. But that's important. Twitter moments are very, very important. So whatever you're doing online, make sure that you use Twitter moments because you can rank them up there, and it's awesome. Patrick, how did you know that Twitter moment was Sterling's? Well, I clicked it. I saw Sterling's face on it. I was like, dude, what a freaking baller. In fact, I went right into, I'll show you this on Platinum here. And I went in and I created a post here. Okay, so let's see. Let me see where this was. I called Sterling out. It was like, Sterling, you're a freaking baller here. Yeah, here we go. August 14th, so 2 days ago. Sterling Hall is a hustler. Hashtag baller. And I put it in right here. I was like, this is awesome. So I created a Loom video for it. Let me see if this has the let me mute that out and see. Okay, so there it is. Let's see here if it has both Twitter moments. I think both Twitter moments were showing up at that time. Yeah, there we go. So see right here, he had both Twitter moments ranking, and it could be that one of his Twitter moments are down because I hit one of mine with 100,000. So it could be doing the Google dance right now to push mine up, take down one of Sterling's. But he had his Twitter moments here. It was awesome. So he had two. I was like, Sterling, you're absolutely slaying it. So I love to see my guys do this. Go out there, test it out, and put it in the Google Traffic Viper and rank it. Use GMB Viper, rank it. I love to see that. It's awesome seeing people take something that you're teaching. And here's the Skynet that William was talking about. Take something that you're teaching and go out there and do it. So that's really cool to see happen. So let me go check out some of the chat. I've been seeing some crazy, lots of messages coming in here that I totally missed. So I'm going to scroll up through chat here. William, if you see anything that I missed, feel free to call it out.
Will do. Let's see. Let's go through some of these questions real quick.
Here we go. George said, never met you, but you're 100% nerd stereotype. Pale white guy who looks like he hasn't seen the sun in 180 days with an inhaler in hand. Oh my gosh, man. It's so embarrassing, but it's so true. It's so true. It's totally true. There is an excuse for me being super pale white, but I'm not going to tell you right now. You have to find out later. I'm not a vampire. I'm not admitting to that live on camera either here. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Is there an Avenger behind the pirate flag? Okay, how does this compare to CTR booster? That's a great question, Ethan. I would say that, let's see here, in the last, without exaggeration, just straight up, within the last probably 5 months, I've had about 75 CTR booster members come over to the Viper. So that might answer your question of how this compares to the CTR booster. I've never used CTR booster, but I have a lot of former members. In fact, I had one of their, I can't say it. One of their admins, I just did. I'm not going to tell you who it is. So one of their admins came over to the Viper, if that tells you anything. So that was cool. So we got a great guy in there with that as well. So like I said, I've never used CTR booster, but that can be very expensive. From one of my guys that I talked to on Skype, he said to get CTR booster to really work well, at least back in the day, it cost about $500 a month. He said mobile proxies that he had to pay. He had to set up very expensive VPSs. I think he had 4 or 5 VPSs set up, and he switched over to the Viper because he was able to save. I think he got the combo at $197 a month. They didn't have to worry about anything else. So no proxies or anything else like that. Patrick, Jimmy Hoffa, I have no idea where he's at. I'll leave that to the Italians. If you're Italian, I love you. And I love Jimmy Hoffa as well. We're not going down that road.
Are you still providing the proxies? Someone's wanting to know about that.
And what's that?
Are you still providing the proxies?
Which proxies?
Remember before you'd given out proxies or something like that? Someone's asking if you're providing.
That is
proxies.
Platinum only.
Yep.
That is Platinum only. So
and you don't
for
even
the Platinum
need proxies
members,
anyways. But
yeah, you don't need them for the Viper unless you're using Tumblr Scraper and Tumblr Viper. You would need proxies for that, but Viper tools, we don't allow any proxies at all, just to keep the network as virgin pure as we can. As pure as we can. So we don't allow proxies in our systems. We don't allow them on VPSs. We don't allow data centers or anything like that. So, yeah, I do provide proxies that people can use for anything. In fact, one of my guys does use CTR booster occasionally. I call him a heretic every now and then wherever he tells me. And I'm like, dude, are you using my proxies for CTR booster? He's like, hey, Boats, we're not talking about it, man. I'm like, that's it, man. That's it, dude. We're gonna have a serious problem here. So yeah, so they use them for different things. So I have two different in the platinum. We have two different sets of proxies. I have 100 residential, 100 port residential, just pulling out of 100,000 proxies. Oh my God! Speaking of the devil, Merlino, where the hell have you been? Yo, Merlino, what's going on, man?
No, my mic ain't working. Hold on.
Dude, I can hear you, man. I can hear you. I hear a coughing. I knew that was Merlino. I knew he was puffing on something.
Hello?
Yo, we got you. You hear us?
What are you doing on here? What are you doing with Mr.
What
Jones?
the heck are you doing, Merlino, man? Are you two-timing me? Are you hanging out in other people?
That's what I'm wondering. What's going on with you, bro? You over here with Mr. Jones without telling me what's going on. You lucky I just decided to drop in and see what Sir William has going on tonight. What up, my boy, Will?
Where is the love? Where's the love, Merlino? You're two-timing me, man. You're coming to my masterminds and you're going to other people's masterminds. Where's the love?
Listen here, sir. I just heard somebody say that they just met you, but you definitely live up to the geek. And I just wanted to say, whoever that is, 2 thumbs up, Merlino certified comment. But Bose is a good dude, though, man. He's definitely a nerd and a geek, which is good. That's what you want behind the tools. Got a good heart. And I didn't come in here to co-sign nothing. I just happened to hear y'all. But I've been using the Viper tools for a long time. Like 2 years probably. And not to get too specific and shit like that, but for a while I wasn't really using it because I was heavy with CTR booster and smashing shit left and right. So it's like I didn't care about nothing else, to be honest. Why am I going to use anything else? And then, you know, shit started working less and less. The proxies became more of an issue, blah, blah, blah. And what really had me using the Viper tools was that video, the YouTube Viper, yo. That's always been my little secret for a minute, because there was a time where if you do a video citation with or without traffic, right? Just tweet the shit out or GMB post it out, you'd move up in the maps like that, like instant, right? Crazy. Then if it was stubborn, do a couple keywords, make it a playlist and run traffic to it. And Mike's tool is really good for that. Way better than the booster in that regard, because with the booster, you couldn't deep link once you get to the YouTube channel, right? To the video, I mean. So anyway, the Viper is official. And then the other thing people sleep on, because like I was obsessed, Mike will tell you, for a minute, I was always just waiting for the GMB Viper to be working perfectly. And he was always like, dude, use the other Vipers too. It'll help for the GMB. And then when I finally did, the true workhorse is definitely the Google Viper, because that's where I send so much traffic, different Google sites, Tumblr, this, that. It's just so much. I'm not going to sit here and get into it, but I always tell guys on the mastermind and stuff, mix it up. You know, make it look relevant. Look at SEMrush at the top competitors. Even if you're in the niche or your client's in the niche and SEMrush, the competition won't show you any details, go to something big in the niche just to get an understanding. Where does most of the traffic come from? Is it from social? Is it from Facebook? Quora, right from the site, from the blog? And then mimic your traffic based off that. And with the Google Traffic Viper, you could do that, because you could choose which URLs you wanted to click on once it hits your buffer page, right? If you want to call it that. All right, I think that's enough. I don't want to sit here and go bananas, but trying to get my joint lit. I'm talking too much. My shit won't stay
Merlino,
on.
man, they just called you. You just got called the Snoop Dogg of CTR, man.
I'll take that. That's a motherfucking compliment for sure.
And I just gotta ask Jorge, what are you doing in jail, man? What's going on? What is going on, Jorge? Oh, Jorge can't unmute himself.
I muted him.
Yeah, when you come into these things, you're all muted and shit. You gotta like get lucky, and it says the host has asked you to unmute it.
I'm in the Google jail.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, Keith. Yeah, man. It was that worked out pretty good. That was private message there. Two different things. You don't need proxies. Oh, that was Jorge. Yep, they're included, and they give you proxies in the platinum. Yep, definitely do that. Jason Guy, if we sign up for the big hitter at $497 a month, can we come to the mastermind trains? Unfortunately, no, Jason. That is a separate program. And I do have quite a few platinums that are also heavy hitters, just because they needed the extra campaigns. Actually, one of my guys is a God, what is it? He has 800 campaigns per month for the Viper. So he's running a lot. He's one of my biggest Viper members. Sorry, William. Yeah, he doubled man on your on the number of campaigns.
Sorry.
He's running a crazy amount of campaigns. I think 800 for the video, 800 on Google, and 800 on the GMB Viper. Absolutely insane number of campaigns constantly. I'm like, good God, man. He has a lot of clients. That guy, I think he said the minimum client that he takes on is $20,000 a month.
Dang.
That's the minimum amount that he takes on for a client. He won't take anybody else below 20K a month. I'm like, holy cow, freaking A, man. Holy freaking cow, that's crazy. Yasir, sorry if I missed this, but are you also providing the proxies? No proxies. All residential, all mobile, all Viper. So you don't have to pay for anything. And I got to tell you, the 5G network has caused a couple of new streaks of gray hair here on the side of my head. So it is very expensive for the mobile network. It's a crazy amount of money.
Dan's sitting here saying I'm gonna raise my prices. No, I just keep getting Web 20 ranker clients and a couple of other people's. So I'm not gonna mention names because some of them are students and they keep coming to my ass wanting me to get them rankings because they haven't been getting rankings with all these quote unquote big boys. So
Yeah.
because most part they do. A lot of them charge, you know. Like Web 20, I think is like around, for what I do, they charge about $3,000 a month or so. You know, so
Yeah, it's a lot.
it's worth it. I mean, honestly, the guy that we took on and did it for this class, he wasn't ranking, had nothing, and I essentially gave him a complete business. His phones won't stop calling, ringing. So go figure.
Yeah, it works. It works when you utilize it right and you do it right. Yes, sir. Is this for US only? Hell no. Excuse my language there. It works everywhere, man. We have people ranking in Australia, Israel. We have people in Japan, China.
It's
Russia.
easier to rank in them geos.
It's crazy.
I don't care.
It's
I don't
everywhere.
care what let me not say any geo. Like Paris is rough and shit like that. But if it's not like, you know what I mean? You go out of the US and you got these CTR tools and good arm page. I mean, it should be easy pickings, bro.
It's a lot.
Just like if you're in a small geo, right? Like if you live somewhere not near a big city and you're trying to rank with these type of tools and your basic fight game is on point, right? Like your on-page SEO, your site structure, your silos, the basics, should be no problem because your competition is not doing any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's true. And Dan, I'm very sorry. That's up to William, man. Dan's like, thanks a lot, Mike. William just raises them for Dan. Keep them regular for everybody else. Dan will burn my house down for that comment. I'm sure he won't do that, Dan. William, I think you're muted, buddy. Is your mic on mute?
No, I'm not gonna. They're buzzing a chainsaw outside because we just divided up a bunch of land, so everybody's clearing land and shit like that. So you hear.
That's awesome. Patrick asked, do you have to first get your Twitter moment ranked in the first 10 pages in order for the Viper to find it? No, same thing for YouTube and same thing for Google. If it doesn't find it, it'll automatically get traffic. And once a video or a website or a Google property or any URL or GMP starts getting traffic, it will start to show up in Google search. And once it shows up in search, then it will find it, search it, create that traffic, and it will start to rank it. William, I actually forgot to share the, do you mind if I share my screen again real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
All right, man. I totally forgot to share this, guys. I'm sorry. This is actually the new tool, and this is almost ready. Almost ready. And it's been a long time coming here. This is the GeoGrid Viper Grid Tracker. It says coming soon right here. There's going to be some graphs, all sorts of things here. On campaigns, very simple to set this up. Of course, it is all web-based. No, you do not need a Google API. We're not using anything like any other tool out there. So we're not using Google APIs for our tracking or anything like that. So to do this, just put in your name of your campaign. So we'll say Snoop Dog Merlino. All right. We're going to pop that in here for the category. We're going to call this bling bling. All right. We'll pop that in, put our scheduler in, and we'll say, okay, we want to run this for until the 31st. All right, put in about what your campaign is, and we're doing a GeoGrid tracker here. Put in your keywords. So your keyword, I recommend one keyword when you're doing your GeoGrids. So let's say it was heating repair. We'll just put in heating repair. We'll say Appleton Campbell. Grid size, you can choose up to a 13 by 13. So let's say we did a 3 by 3. You can do, and right now it's in kilometers. It will be changed to miles. It should be based on the browser, where the browser is. If it's UK or US, it should change it to miles to kilometers. But right now it's on the meters, kilometers. So let's say you want to do it within 500 meters. Put your street address, your city, country, state, and then click on create campaign. Once it creates a campaign, it says, hey, campaign's been created. It's over here, and you can see I had these set up earlier, and it didn't run. So it did not run through my system. So the programmers must not have activated it yet. This will be changed. This is just basic gobbledygook. It will be changed to rank tracking. So you'll be able to see your percentage on last month, average weekly, average daily rankings that are going up or down, just to give you an overview of all the rankings that's going on, the performance, how fast rankings are done, etc. You'll be able to come in here and say, let's say you want to click on Apple and Campbell. And like I said, at the moment, it's not showing it, but it will tell you the description, your search terms, your grid size, the date, and it will show your green, yellow, blue, whatever you have, whatever color codes we have here, the orange, yellow, green, etc., dark green, light green, for your grids. And you'll be able to see your grids here. You can set up your satellite. You can go to your full screen. It'll show your full map. You can go back to campaign. You can click on campaign, do edit. You can delete it. There will be clone buttons in the future, but basically number of grids here, it'll be 1 until the next day, and there'll be 2, and the next day it'll be 3. So what you'll be able to do is click on your campaign and choose the days, and it will show you your grid. So if you set up your schedule for 7 days, it will give you 7 grids over that time period. So a shot each day, it's going to update and show you what the grid looks like different on the day based upon your ranking. So you'll be able to see a full history of your grids. You'll be able to go into any campaign. You'll be able to see, okay, on, after 3 days of using CTR or GMB Viper, I was able to show my client that, we got the rankings way better. Lots of 1s, 20s, etc., whatever. So that's going to be fully upgraded, fully trackable. Now, what I made here was a change. And William, I don't know if you want to drop do you have the link, your affiliate link perchance? I think I'm going to have to grab this for you real quick. I thought I had it saved here. I don't think I have it So guys, give me just a minute. Let me, I'm not sharing my screen anymore, am I? There's some things I don't want the world to see. So give me just a moment here. And let me move this over real quick. We'll go to go into William's link real quick. Okay, Viper. Delete. Okay, so this is coded to William. This is his. I'm gonna drop this in the chat if you guys are interested. Dan wants to see my smoked ribs. No way, Dan. Ate them all, man. All right, so this is the PKS for the Video Traffic Viper. Once you go there, you'll see on the page, if you click that link, there's a couple of things that I've made a change here on the website. And I'm going to go back to sharing my screen here real quick. Okay, so the obvious one that everybody always gets the combo. It's the best deal. You get all 3 Vipers. But what I've changed just for William, I'm not doing this for other people, mind you. This is a William only promo. And I thought long and hard about it. And I've got to tell you, there's a lot weighing in on this. And here is the weighing in on it is this tool was very expensive to create. Actually, there's 2 tools here. What you see almost complete is the GeoGrid. So it's not complete yet, but we're expecting it to be completed in the next couple of days. Next day or 2, possibly by the end of this week, if it gets delayed. But let's just say next day or 2. I decided to include the GeoGrids and the rank tracker, which will be done at the end of September, in the combo. So if you're already a William Jones subscriber for combo, and you're already paying $197 a month, and you've been with William and I and the Viper for 5 months, however long it's been, and you're a current Viper combo member, I will be upgrading your accounts to include Viper GeoGrids and Viper Rank Tracker when it comes out, completely free. No cost, no additional cost. Now, like I said, it was a quandary for me because honestly, it cost a ton of money to create. And just giving it away for free as part of the membership was not in my original ideal when I created this tool to add it in there. But I decided to include that for free for Williams people, for you guys. So we put that into the GeoGrids. So you'll have access to the GMB GeoGrids as part of your membership. And you'll get access to the Rank Tracker Viper as part of your membership. Now, Rank Tracker Viper is going to track not GMBs because we're already doing that through the GeoGrids, but it will track websites, all web properties, and videos. And it's going to be a full tracker. You'll be able to schedule, you'll be able to do everything and anything that you want for tracking URLs, websites, blogs, the whole 9 yards. Anyways, that's going to be a cool tool. So we put that into the combo here. I also put it into the Cobra. Now, with the regular Viper, you're limited to 5 campaigns at the same time. That's not 5 campaigns per month. That's 5 at the same time, meaning that if you run a campaign for 2 or 3 days, you can put another campaign in. You're not limited to a number of campaigns per month. You're just limited to a number that you can run at the same time. It helps the network run smoothly when we do this. For Cobra, you get 15 campaigns. Basically, access to all 3 tools, 15 campaigns at the same time. That's $297 a month. It also get access to GeoGrids, and it also will get access to the Rank Tracker. Then we have 2 additional programs in here, and these were, again, William specials. These were tools that I was not actually even giving out, selling until this past week. I reopened them. The prices will be going up on this for future people. I actually just mailed out about this. I think, well, I don't want to show you that. Sorry, that's my marketing page there with all my emails. But anyways, I just sent out an email last night that said, hey guys, I'm going to be raising the heavy hitter price. In fact, you guys can see it here. So you don't, oh, there's Valerie. So you can see I'm not just giving you bullshit here. This was 23 hours ago. and said, hey, heavy hitter is changing in 48 hours. So that was then that I put this out. So there is definitely going to be a price raise. And the reason being is that the cost of the mobile network is very expensive and et cetera, et cetera. So we will be getting that. So anyways, for now, for this, there is an offer on the heavy hitter. So what's the difference on heavy hitter? Heavy hitter is for big agencies or for people that want to run a lot of campaigns. And you can run 200 campaigns at the same time, 400 campaigns at the same time. Depends on which one you go for. And then, of course, the Platinum Mastermind. Now, this was actually changed. And for my Platinum guys here, Jorge, Merlino, see a couple of other Platinum members in here. You're probably going, well, what the hell are you doing? So 3 days ago, I raised the price for Platinum from $497 a month to $997 a month. And it's on my Platinum page. So the price doubled. And I emailed out, did this big campaign. We got a lot of new Platinum members that are coming in. So for those that are in Platinum, just watch out. We're probably going to get a big influx from guys that are now just joining into the group. So we may see a lot of new faces, hopefully tomorrow during the mastermind. But I decided when I told William, when William asked me to come up on the course, today, come up on your live, he asked me, hey, Michael, for the Platinum, would you open it back up? And I was like, well, William, I told him, I said, I just closed this down, but I'll open it up for 48 hours. William, I totally forgot to tell you to pause the recording. My bad. Oh, God. Okay. So I told him before the call, I was like, we need to pause the recording because when people watch this replay, dude, you know it too, man. I totally forgot. I was like, someone's going to watch this replay in 4 months and say, well, you said it, so I want it before I said it.
I'll put a clause on the back end
of
that one. Say if you watch this and it's been past 48 hours, you will not get this special.
Yeah, you'll have to do it on that. Jorge, I don't know if you meant to send that to everybody, but you sent that directly to me, man. Which I agree. It's definitely a no-brainer on that. So this is only for 48 hours because I'm really hardcore about my prices. When it comes to me closing something down, there is no going back. And you can ask any of my Viper members, any of my Platinum members. You're locked in for life at that price unless you quit. And if you quit, there's no going back. This is not Back to the Future. And once I close down a deal, it's gone. It's gone. I actually turned away a potential Platinum guy today. Sent an email in, say, hey, Michael, I missed it. I was busy. And I said, well, I'm sorry, but it's done. And I didn't let him in for $497. And that was this morning. So it was hardcore. I turned down people like that. $497 a month.
And then the other thing regarding the Platinums is there are things inside Platinum that we talk about that you're not supposed to talk about elsewhere, because we've had people come into our groups to talk about it and I have to delete shit just because they want to come in there and run their lip. I'm like, you can't be talking about this stuff, man.
That's the after party.
Yeah.
That is the after party. So there is an unrecorded part.
Wait, hold on. You selling the mastermind? I ain't been really paying attention.
See what I mean?
Nah, you're supposed to be selling the heavy hitter package or just, oh, man.
See, I told you guys.
You got to vet these people first, Mike, man. We done had this conversation, bro.
See, I knew I was going to get some hate from Merlino.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. So
Merlino had been puffing away, listening.
You're opening this up for how long?
48 hours, man.
Oh, all right. That's fine.
That's it.
He go back to smoking though. He's crazy.
And you let them know that that shit does not have nothing to do with the heavy hitter package. That's separate. You gotta sign up twice.
Completely separate.
All right. And you gotta let them know too ahead. Now, let me not scare people off, but if you're gonna come to the mastermind, you got to share. You can't be, quiet and just absorbing nuggets all the time. That shit don't work like that. The after hour part.
It's a high level meeting. It's not just come and have a beer and relax.
Well, unless you're James, he has about 12.
dude. Last week, man, it was 16. Let's just be honest, man. We had him counted out. It was definitely 16 that he had. In fact, this was funny. Let me see if this is nope, that wasn't it. William, sorry, buddy. I'm gonna go back to share real quick. Okay, so here's a screenshot. This was an after party that went on. And this was funny because I put Merlino in charge, which only has happened a few times, and he did a good job. He drove the Lamborghini and he kept it on the road. Okay,
that was the greatest mastermind we ever had. What are you talking about? 4.5 hours, and we started a little mini network.
It was great.
A good one.
It was a good one. It went for like 4.5 hours. So I had a guest over. I had my nephew. This is my nephew behind me, and I had a priest over from my church. And I smoked 2 chickens in my smoker. And so I had these 2 guys over, and I came down. The after party was still going 3 hours after dinner had ended. So we came down to the movie theater. I have a movie theater in my basement I built. And I took father in with my nephew, and we watched What About Bob? But beforehand, I went in and I turned on my computer, my screen. I was like, oh my God, the after party's still going. So I sat down. I started laughing, and father came up behind me and gave everybody in the mastermind a blessing, which was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So it was great. So I marked it out here, but look at Valerie. Now, I told you guys before that Valerie is a baller. Okay. And she's a beast. And right behind her, it says like a boss. All right. So it's great. We have a great group. We have Sterling. So this is Sterling right here that we had the Twitter moment ranking. Of Grace, the great Merlino here. We have Steve, EJ, James, Michael, Tim, another great regular, Tall Paul. It's a huge group. And of course, Jorge is down here. So here's Jorge, Al. It's a huge group. We have a great group of guys, after party guys and gals. We have a couple of really big women in there that do an amazing job. So we actually just got I think 1 or 2 new females are coming in. So the ladies are starting to take over the mastermind. Merlino, you have to be PG in your speech, man. It's going to be great. But anyways, back over
here with that shit.
Back over here. Yeah, so
listen, my public lawyer just spoke for me. There's no censoring Merlino. Nah, I try. But when I saw Valerie, she was like, Merlino, please. I done seen you on Will's shit. You better not even try to not curse. I done heard worse. But
Valerie posted when she started doing the, leveling up, how to, quickly level up to local guide 10 account. She did that. Then I posted something, she made a post about it. And then she, of course, messaged me. And then I said, well, guess what else I'm going to teach you? She's like, what's that? I said, you better warn these guys if you're going to go in there, because I'm teaching how to hijack GMBs.
Oh, shit.
And she's already excited. I'm like, yeah, she's about to fuck somebody's world up.
Oh, man. All right.
But yeah.
Patrick, on that, man, send me an email, dude. Send me an email. Here's my email address. support@bowsmarketingllc.com, and shoot me a message about that. If you tell me the location at Jimmy Hoffa, I'll give you a discount on the Platinum
location
Lifetime.
Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah. That'll be great. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah. So you know what, Viper, I love Viper. Obviously, I'm biased because I'm the creator, but it's a great tool. It works awesome. Benefits are always coming out. New options are always coming out. We update it all the time. When I say update, I'm actually talking in third person. I get it. I know it's crazy, but so I update it all the time. And of course, the GMB GeoGrids is going to be awesome. I don't know what you're using right now. Maybe local Viking, maybe local Falcon. There's a lot of options out there. Bright Local has one. I don't know who else has it. Moz may have them as well. Anyways, we're just trying to create an all-in-one type of tool environment for ranking. So we'll have that rank tracker as well added in there. And if you're a current combo member and you're a William Jones combo member, email me in support and tell my guys, hey, I'm with Combo with William, and we'll upgrade your account to the GeoGrids, and then you'll have access to that as part of your membership. So you don't need to pay anything extra, no additional fees, no strings attached. Jason, Jimmy Hoffa got a DUI in Chicago and disappeared. That's awesome. Any other questions? Feel free to put them in there. William, if I missed anything, because that scroller thing is crazy up there. If you see anything up there, let me know.
So if y'all need help setting it up, my GMB pros, you have access to the 5-day boot camp in which I go over how to set it up. I go over how we use it, how to do the embeds, you know, the stacks and everything else, and the views and the percentages and all that. It's me, Mike, Brent, and that's about it, really, I think, on the 5-day boot camp. So,
Yo, matter of fact, yo, Will,
I'm
gonna give you a unsolicited, unplanned fucking plug, bro.
Mm.
The shit that you be offering is crazy, son. Like, I know after you met Chase, he told you to bump your shit up and what have you, you know what I mean? But like, all jokes aside, for real, bro, from a small business owner, not because I come on your shows, you know, and I get a little bit different treatment than others, right? But for real, the amount that you charge, that lifetime deal for all your courses, and then like the plugins and all the tools that you might make, like, people in here are smart, so I already know they probably snatched it up. You know what I'm saying? But for like people that don't know you and might see this or whatever, like, are you serious? Like, the boys on fucking live 20 hours a day, YouTube channels crazy, got stupid courses.
Yeah.
Anyway, just saying, I appreciate it, Will, and I wanted to thank you because that's value, bro, for real.
I appreciate it. Yeah, and that's why I tell people all the time. It's like, you know, I'm just trying to help business owners. The people that don't like me are the SEOs, and I really don't give a shit about that. Because the people that I want to help out is the business owners, you know, because for the most part, don't get me wrong or nothing, but SEOs, for the most part, I've seen try to take advantage of people. You know, the ones I've always had to deal with, but they're not, it's like, it's not even just SEOs, it's people in marketing in general. It's like, you know, instead of offering help on a post when someone says, hey, how do I do this? They say, hey, come inbox me, or hey, I could help you with that, or hey, here's me.
Yeah.
It's like, instead of actually going, well, here's how I would do that if I was you. And don't worry about the money, because the money will come as long as you help people out. But if you're always about yourself, you're going to die a poor, broke ass person, you know. But the thing is, I mean, it's like, oh, you know, it is what it is. I try to do as much as I can, give as much free value as possible. And then, you know, it is what it is. Help people. It's like, for instance, I mean, and I've told people this before, do I think having 100 cell phones doesn't work? No, I've never said that. What I do think, though, is it'd be a pain in the motherfucking ass. That's what I do think, versus having a piece of software like, or a system set up like Michael has, and go and enter in the information, hit fucking start, boom, done. Versus me having to go get phones, put in GPS stuff, put in this software, put emulators in, and all this other stuff, and pray to Almighty God that nothing breaks. Versus Michael and them, they got, you know, he has a support team and everything else. And if something happens, I go support ticket, and I chill the hell out, versus having everything else. Someone asked about what spec of a desktop you have to have. Me, I have a beast. So I spent about $4,000 on mine. But the thing is, you don't need
nothing. No, you don't need nothing crazy.
No, you can even run it on a PC stick.
Yeah, I have it.
Right here, I have a PC stick. So this is two core, and it's 2 gigs of RAM. So it'll run on this. It runs like not so good, like it's running on its kneecaps, you know, but it still runs. So it runs, but you know, 4 gigs of RAM, 4-core system, and it'll run just fine. It will not run on an XP, or it will run on Windows.
Well, let me put it this way: when we tried to run 400 campaigns, it burned out my damn system that has a 16 gig processor. So I bumped it up to a terabyte with 32 gigahertz, and now it runs smooth as a whistle.
That's awesome.
You know, but that's because we're running crazy amounts of campaigns all at one time. You know, so
yeah. Let's hear. Lauren asked, Michael Bose, you mentioned that only the browser location matters, not the IP. Stupid questions. Same for the GMB reviews. I would say so, because
I say so as well, because it's not a matter of, for instance, where he's talking, and I've talked a little bit about this, where he's talking about happy signals. One of the things I tell people when you're going in and trying to change the GMB, this is a little drop for Mr. Michael too. Don't ever go to scroll. If you go to scroll, they go, it's like a signal telling them this person's doing something he ought not to be doing, per se, in the GMB. And then the other thing is the signals they're looking for to see if a review is going to stick isn't your damn IP address. It's a matter of, do you have signals already on that account that makes it look like it's a real Google account or Google profile leaving reviews? Are you in Uzbekistan leaving one in the United States and there's no other reviews, but yet you're in Uzbekistan? Now, if I'm in Uzbekistan or whatever, and I have reviews all over the place, they're probably going to stick, especially if I'm doing other things like liking reviews or commenting or asking questions, stuff like that, answering questions. This is why whenever we build up Local Guide 10 accounts, I have 500 plus accounts built all up to Local Guide levels, and then we use them every fucking day. Okay, so, and even then, sometimes they don't work. Like Mike asked me to do something that didn't work. What can I say?
And I asked somebody else too that does that shit heavy, and he was like, "Bro, it ain't happening." He was like, "Don't even waste anymore." But I'm glad to know you got 500 Local Guide accounts, Will. Thanks for that data.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them, and I buy them, and then we boost them up, and my boys are run them. Like I have now, I don't think you know this, we had about 30 VAs, and now I just signed a contract with a local IT school here, the largest one, and we just got another 30 something VAs for free.
What? Oh, you doubled
up.
Now
we doubled up.
Nice.
So we're going to be putting a lot of them to work. For example,
yo, what's up? Yo, Will, can I get a Merlino wing? Little 3 VAs and a wing for Merlino.
I do have some people asking stuff. I am planning, once this whole COVID lockdown shit makes it a lot easier, I am planning on having a conference, for SEO conference over here in the Philippines. My guest speaker who I was wanting to have, or not guest speaker, one of the people I was wanting to have over just so happenly blocked me today. So I don't think I'll be having that person on anymore.
Wow.
It's okay. It's okay. I said something about his girlfriend. That's all right.
You say something about another man's No, William. No.
I said something about driving across the entire United States with 100 cell phones, and I upset somebody.
I can't believe it, William.
It's all right.
That's great, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's all good. William. Yeah, we're at it's a loss for me. I mean, I got plenty of people that want to. On top of that, I just plan on doing my rank and rent partners. I get about 20 plus, 25 plus, something like that. We're already talking about doing like a island, if you will, SEO mastermind with anybody that wants to come over. And no, I'm not buying anybody's damn plane tickets. Y'all buy your own damn plane tickets and I'll get you here. That's about it.
Man, I was getting ready to say, dude, if I fly over there, I'm flying on Concorde, and I don't think they have any in the air anymore.
Listen, we should do one of those little events, but like fuck the event, right? Like all that listening to people speak. We could do that on Zoom.
No, I'm literally
go
talking
somewhere,
about like
meet, and have fun. Yeah, like I'm just
like
saying.
Matt Diggity and them, what they do, and this is what I like because he's over in Thailand usually. Is they have a master class, and let's say 30, 40 people show up, and all they do is sit around and talk about different things and exchange ideas, and then go out afterwards and go have fun. Yeah, that's all I plan on doing now. An actual conference, I do have someone that wants to do one with me. to help reach the Filipino people. That's what I'm trying to, because you got to understand SEO has only been in the Philippines for like 6 years. So I could literally do a website and be dominant page one in like 3 or 4 days. You know, now if you try to do that in Manila, you're not going to happen. But if I try to do it here, when I did it for my wife's laundry shop, we were like top 5 spots or some shit. Because no one uses it. No one uses Google. We all use Facebook over here. So, but yeah, it's been good. We're gonna have to get off here. We've been on here for almost 2 hours now. I don't do these after party bullshit. I got tons of stuff to do. So.
You hear that, Merlino? You just got burned, man. What is the love?
I didn't get burned. You got burned.
I don't do all that.
I'm just the MC of the. I'm just the MC of the after hours usually.
Let's see. I'm literally taking a month off pretty soon here, so I have a phone call to take up and some other stuff. So otherwise,
that's great. That's awesome. Day. Well, William, thanks for having me up, man. I really appreciate it. You got a great group.
I appreciate it. We'll definitely have you back and stuff. So, but I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, guys.
Yep.
If you have any questions, if anybody has any questions, post them in the group afterwards, because this goes in about 5 or 6 groups. By the way, Michael, but they're all private. They're all private, anyways.
If you could put in there that this platinum thing is only for
48 hours.
It's hard. It's hardcore.
I understand. Trust me, because people get pissed off real fast.
Oh yeah.
You're like, Michael was about to jump on you, and he's smoking a damn joint. he's like, bitch. Merlino make me reach out and touch somebody.
Merlino can just bring it on up here.
Yeah, so look, real quick, 30 seconds or less. People ask me privately, yo, Mike, what's up with this mastermind I hear about? I asked Bose, right? Bose, mastermind. People asking me, what's up? Because I don't really do the affiliate thing. He's like, no, mastermind's closed. I'm not letting no one in, right? Then next thing you know, this guy's promoting the mastermind all over the place. Unbelievable.
I had to do it for the price change, baby.
They will be vetted. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
He almost didn't let me in when I first.
So you know what I'm talking about then.
When I first met him, when I first met you, you told me. I mean, this is true. This is the way he is. Like, for example, anybody in my Google My Business group, y'all can all come in. I know I got a bunch of snake ass people that come in there and want to go whisper to everybody else and stuff. I already know it. It's no big deal. I don't give a shit. Right. But then my other groups, I try to keep, they're paid. They're very solid. It's the same thing with Michael. When he first met me, he goes, listen, I usually don't let digital marketing people in here because y'all got some issues. And it's a fact, because he goes, y'all will find out something and then go spread the word. And I said, and Tom said, what are we talking about here? And then he told me something. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty juicy. I want to share it, but I just promise I won't talk about that sort of thing. I had to promise there are things that I learned with them that I won't even talk about on my show because I gave them my word. And that's one thing I try to keep solid to is my word. If I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it.
You're right, man. I did always block you. And then I asked you if you knew her, and I'll just say her, and if you worked with her. And if you worked with her, I wasn't letting you in. So back, I was vetting everybody hardcore. I wasn't letting anybody in if they worked with her.
Yeah. And when I got the background information, I had planned on interviewing this person. And once I got the background information from about 3 or 4 people that said the same thing without me asking, that's when I canceled my interview. And ever since then, I've been the evil William that talks about shit about somebody. So I just don't give a shit. I said, Tom, come talk to me about it. And me and Mr. 1911 will have a discussion.
You've been on the shit list, man. Welcome to the party.
That's
where Jorge is. He's on the jail behind him. He's getting ready to end up there.
That's why, I got a message this morning just to tell y'all. So for me, and I could show you the stats and insights. Mike can be, I love fucking grits. It's like having excuse me, ladies, it's like waking up with a boner. But the thing is, I get this message first thing in the morning. Mr. CC posted on his wall, top dog, Mr. Black Cat. that I had posted an interview or some shit, and it was a replay, and then found out I was blocked. And the thing is, he goes, I don't know why he's posting it. Maybe it's marketing or something. I'm sort of thinking, y'all really don't get it. When someone talks about you, there's this little thing we like to call traffic that starts coming to your channel. And then we have this little thing called an algorithm. And when all that traffic starts coming, you break the algorithm. Even if they're haters and they're showing engagement, it's going to break the algorithm. That's why you could sit there and look at some of the algorithm and grids I show where it's literally going like just straight. And then I can literally pinpoint the day someone said something, and then it goes bloop, signups, bloop, sales, bloop, all of it. It's like, don't y'all get it, man? No one gets it. And it's like, I try to help people as much as possible. I don't give a crap about all y'all. Where were y'all when I was sleeping on my damn laundromat floor? Nowhere. So kiss it. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah,
you know,
look,
the people that I keep around me per se, it's like the people that stick around me and stick with me. And I know, you know, if they ever had a problem, you know, they come straight to you and talk to you about it. You know, CTR, if I don't know something, I go to y'all. I ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm too big to ask certain questions. Fuck that shit. That's why y'all get nothing. People don't get nothing done is because they don't know something and they're scared to ask. You know, all time. I mean, I'll get on my soapbox, but
that's true. You know, always tell people there are no stupid questions. The only stupid questions are the ones we never ask.
Correct.
You know,
it's like I met Mike and Brent through Michael, so everybody knows how I met everybody, and I forget who it was. Someone was on my friends list and said, hey, have you ever heard of Viper? You need to talk to Michael. And then I met Michael and he showed everything to me. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? It's like, I don't have to do this and this and the emulators and stuff anymore. And then Michael tells me, I got this one guy in there, man. Yeah, if you're all right with coming into the platinum and here's some cussing and the guy rolls up smoking a joint in front of everybody. And that's why I was like, I don't care about that. And I said, matter of fact, I trust people more that are more actually and scientifically proven you really want to get to it. People that actually cuss more are usually more truthful than someone that doesn't.
Well, shit, that makes me feel so much better there, William.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Yeah, it's
all
true.
right. I'll get off here. Yeah, engagement is king. That's why y'all talk shit about Merlino.
Man, nobody talks crap about Merlino.
Man, people talking shit about me. Word.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see a public post where it drops Merlino. I'll be like, congratulations.
Yeah, word. That would be. That means I made something happen, right? Shit.
That's why I was literally told by the same individual that blocked me today. He said, listen, you don't need to be doing YouTube, bro. Slow down, chill out, take it easy. It's not easy to do this stuff. You get burned out. And part of me at the time goes, he actually gives a shit about me. Now I go, no, nigga, you don't want no competition. That's what it is.
That's true. That's true, man.
Know? And then, so, but whatever. People don't like competition. That's the bottom line. People don't like people helping people. They want to keep breaking in the money. Anybody comes along and does anything, disrupts the industry, they're like, oh, fuck you and everything else. But then these same people come into your masterminds underneath other guys' buy courses, underneath other guys' and whatever. They keep it up. I already told Mike. Mike knows, and I know Michael has sort of. I got screenshots, so y'all keep that shit up. I save it. I ain't like Michael. I ain't a Christian. I ain't a goody two shoe like that.
Yeah, I'm not a goody two shoes. Don't be pointing at me.
Just messing. He's a good Christian Catholic boy.
Don't believe it for a word. Man.
I believe like Malcolm X says is like, in my religion.
Not at all, man. No. Here's my Breaking Bad moment. Let me see here. Oh, nope. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. Doggone it.
I'm just teasing with him. Michael's a good dude, but
I am totally not. I am so. Let me see if it's up there. Is it up there? Oh, Merlino. What happened to my new? Oh, there it is. There it is, guys.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh man, I couldn't do it. It wouldn't show. Doggone it. He's talking about good stuff, you know. I was going to show my nuclear lamp up there for my anger management, but it just wasn't working. So I do apologize. I was trying so hard. Yeah, don't
Oh my
build me up
God,
there.
we are so fun and educational. Yeah, we do try. I do try. You gotta laugh. If you wake up every morning and realize you got so much stuff, it's like the fact that you woke up above 6 feet above the ground, you should be enough to be grateful for.
That is very true. In fact, for the guy that said I was pale and pasty, remember that at the very beginning of the. Yeah. Okay. Here is why I told you I was going to tell you. Here's why I'm pale and pasty. So I have 2 mechanical heart valves, and they chop up my red blood cells, so I'm always anemic. So that's why my complexion looks like I just rolled out of a casket.
And I forget. Remember, I don't know if most people know. I don't know if it was right before COVID. You actually almost died.
Yeah, man, that was actually. I think I had COVID. Took 9 weeks to recover.
Yeah, I didn't remember if it was right before COVID or what happened, but you had almost died probably a few months before I even met everybody. So
it was rough, man, but I made it. Thank God for nebulizers.
Yo, these comments are, yeah. Well, thank goodness that you made it through that, Mike. These comments in here got me cracking up, bro. What the hell? What is that anger management like? Like, oh God, do I even want to know? Was that a real serious? Was that even a serious comment?
I tell them, you know what anger management is? One good. I mean,
I know what anger management is. I don't know what anger light is. Anger management light. Never heard of that.
Type of anger.
Yo, man, I think it's the nuclear power lamp up there, man. I think they were trying to see my lamp.
I'm saying
best
light.
Anger management. If anybody's not into it, no one. You know, I'm not against liberals or left wingers or right wingers. I don't believe in either one of them. So, but nevertheless, if you want some real anger management, go to a gun range. That's some good anger management.
That is good anger management. All right, so I don't know if you can see this on my camera, but there is what the nuclear lamp looks like if you're wanting to.
I see it now.
Yeah. The power. That's when I nerd out. So when I say
who's Patrick? Yo, whoever Patrick is, if I don't know who, you gotta hit me up on Facebook.
He asks questions all the time.
Yo, he's funny, bro. Oh man, he cracks me. He said, "Yo, I need one of them joints hanging out with y'all." Oh man, it's funny, dude.
Let's see, cool lamp. Got to get me one of those. What's up? Hey, Jay.
Yeah, you know, speaking of that lamp, guys, I got that from this German go figure, German nuclear lamp. Awesome stuff. Found on Etsy for let's see here. I paid $190. Took me 6 months to get it during COVID. And the best part was the box that it came in had a big nuclear stamp on the side that said nuclear raw materials. It probably sat in customs for about 5 months. It was awesome. It was awesome when I got it.
I told my friend and my boy Jay that I've been, I took him basically underneath my wing and helping him with his agency. He's going to be starting something up pretty soon here. For those of y'all that are in here still, I would definitely be paying attention with what Jay's about to drop as far as rank and rent. And he wants to be teaching some CTR. So I'm kind of thinking maybe you and Michael should get together, reach out to Michael, Jay, if you haven't already done it. And Jay is going to reach out to you, Michael, too. And Merlino, if Merlino wants to jump in, I know he'll like that. But CTR manipulation and talking about rank and rent and ranking websites and how to create leads, how to make the phones ring. You want to talk to somebody about that shit? Michael. He don't post fucking geogrids. He's like, here's some phone calls. Shove that right up where the sun don't shine.
Is Jay Jason perchance?
Yes.
Jason McLaughlin.
Yep,
McLaughlin. Okay.
I told him to reach out to you because I told him, I said, well, if he wants to do some CTR, you need to get your boy Michael on there and have him come in, and let's say once a week or once every few weeks, and maybe help you out, do a class and drop some information and stuff like that. Because exposure for you, exposure for him, that sort of thing. So.
Roger that. Roger
and
that.
helping people out, because the rank and rent community, we've got probably at least 60 something people that are interested in it right now, because everybody wants to know how to stay home and make residual reoccurring revenue, that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So,
it's a smart thing to do right now.
yeah.
To get
So
into.
I know George Pinzik, I don't know if I said that right. He'll definitely be signing up. So a bunch of guys will. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I got more phone calls and a bunch of other stuff. If any of y'all are asking about the WordPress plugin, and if you need help, for instance, we set up, unlike a lot of people, we set up a support ticketing system for just everything, courses, or SEO, web design, and the plugin. And if you need help, you submit a ticket. And then my guys, actually, if you will give them your login information and stuff, they'll go in there and fix whatever you're having issues with. Because believe it or not, most of the time people are just not as technically savvy as they think they are. And all you have to do with our plugin really is set up the API, take the short code, paste it, put in your city, and it works every single time. We've never had an issue with it so far. So I'm not going to talk about too much about it, but just go to YouTube, watch it if you want to know more information about it and stuff. But definitely works, definitely pulls in strong signals, stuff like that. And next we'll be pushing CTR to those pages and see what type of shit I can make happen.
Good stuff.
So, but you guys, I'll see y'all later, and I'll upload this recording probably later today as soon as we get done here. Okay. And
Yeah,
I'll make sure I put that little link in there too.
Yeah, and get to me, William, because I'm gonna have to have you edit that video. There was something that popped up in the middle of this.
Okay.
When I pulled up my notepad, I was like, "Oh shit!" Because I saw something that popped up, and I was like,
yeah, what I'll do is I'll send. Better yet, I'll send you the video.
Okay.
And you can do with it as you please, and then
All
once
right,
you're done with it, then send it back to me, and then I'll upload it. Okay?
Thank you. It would be World War III if this got out, and I'm not going to reveal what it is. I'll tell you, but
I understand.
It would start a war online.
I've done accidental stuff like that. I've been showing people passwords and all types of shit, and afterwards I have to get off and change passwords and craziness because you just don't realize what you're doing sometimes. So
Roger that. 10-4.
I'll send it to you as soon as I get the link from Zoom, and just take care of it. Send it back to me. I appreciate it, guys.
Awesome.
I'll talk to you
soon.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye.